Are you ready? It's the Roundtable with me, Robert Bannon. Welcome to the Roundtable, everybody. My name is Robert Bannon. You're listening to us on Broadway World over here on the Broadway Podcast Network. So I love social media. Okay, I'm too old for TikTok. Listen, I'm a little not great at the TikTok. I'm not good at it. Our next guest is great. You know who's great at it? My mother. My mother's name is Rose Antonia DiMeglio. She is from Fort Lee, New Jersey. She's a good little Italian lady. Even though my last name is Bannon, my dad is Irish, but my mom is a good little Guinea lady. She's a good little Italian lady. And she never mentions boo. She don't know nobody. She does not follow anybody. She just knows the Kardashians. That's her thing. She watches TikTok for the Kardashians. Somehow, our next guest showed up on her algorithm, and she became obsessed with him to the point where the first time ever in all the years we've done shows, she sent me a text and said, do you need to follow him? And do you think you'd ever get to talk to him? And Louie's here. Mom, I could speak to Celine Dion and she would not care. But she loves our next guest. And I fell in the rabbit hole. Louie, welcome to the Roundtable. You're here.
Hey, I'm so excited. I'm already. I didn't even meet your mother, and I'm obsessed with your mother.
She's 70 and she's a hot and poppin' 70.
Listen, that's my age bracket. Those are the girls I like to hang out with. Shoot the shit in the yard, have a frozen drink, maybe a cigarette if it gets there, and that's that with that.
See, she's your kind of people then.
Yeah, exactly.
She needs a friend. She just went to a concert to see lesbians play Led Zeppelin music all by herself. We need to find.
That's quite the experience.
Hey, congratulations on everything. Thousands and thousands and thousands of followers, reposts. You what a year.
Yeah, it's been very fast paced. I mean, I started the year in January. I think I had 10K, and I'm at 62 now, which was kind of crazy.
How
I don't
did
know where they're coming from. Maybe your mother's making multiple accounts. Maybe that's what's happening. Maybe
they're all fake. They're fake bots.
Yes, and I'm loving it. She's payrolling me.
Where are you from?
Brooklyn, Williamsburg,
right.
Born and raised.
So if people are not watching, Brooklyn, you give all the Brooklyn, you give all of the.
And I'm really glad you asked that, because a lot of people sometimes are like, oh, Long Island. And I'm like, I have no problem with Long Island. I have a lot of family in Long Island. My father lives in Long Island, but I'm from Brooklyn.
So you're from Brooklyn, and I get it, because people will say Long Island, and I always say Long Island and Jersey are the same thing. They don't like each other, but it's the same freaking.
Yeah.
You're from Brooklyn,
yep.
And you share your life. What made you decide? Is Louie an act, or is this really you?
I wish it was an act. I'd probably have a lot more time on my hands and be a lot calmer and have a lot more, actually probably a lot less friends, which actually would be great for my time management. But no, it's not an act. It's really just who I am. I think I, started posting. I think it was I did movie reactions at first. Well, actually, no. The first video that kicked off was I had posted something about a Lady Gaga, the album she did for a jazz album, whatever the case was. And I just made a funny video dancing to it in a top hat and with a mop. And she had comments on it. That went viral. From there, I started just posting on TikTok more, because I feel like I was comfortable enough to do it then. And then as I started more so talking and really just reacting and being who I was, people really latched on. And I was like, oh, so I could literally, no filter, be a psychotic motherfucker, and everyone loves it. Am I allowed to curse? Can I curse? I didn't even ask. Okay, great. Thank God.
Be a psychotic motherfucker, and everyone loves it.
Yeah,
but I think what I love about it is you talk, if people are not following, and you see it here, but on TikTok, on Instagram, wherever you follow, you can follow, and you need to follow. When you follow, what is great about what you do is you talk to the camera and you just tell a story, and you just and you feel like my cousin or a relative or someone I grew up with. I know people like you.
Yeah, I get a lot of reactions. People think we're on FaceTime, they love a daily chat, and I love that, because sometimes I do feel psychotic. I'm sitting in my room looking out into my yard, just screaming into the void, and then I just post it online. It's even sometimes I think about it, I'm like, wow, you're really kind of schizophrenic. I'm just sitting here talking to myself in a 4-wall room, and sometimes I'm screaming, sometimes I'm sweating, sometimes everything goes wrong and I have to do it again, but I love it. It's great.
But you're not this isn't made up. You're not sitting down writing comedic content.
No way. No. Yeah, I wish I had the time. I don't have the time, the energy. I think it's very much I was raised, obviously, I have a huge family. So I am very quick on my feet, quick with my words. I was surrounded by a bunch of catty, bitchy people my whole life. So it all just honestly what comes out of my mouth is only the half of it, which is very fucking scary. But I'm very quick. My mind works very quick. You know, and that sometimes doesn't work, you know, in real life, like when I'm having a conversation and I'm derailing it 50 different times because I'm just like, oh, you said this and I'm thinking this and this and this. But on TikTok, it is perfect chaos. It's perfectly tailored chaos.
So what is your background? Like, you're from Brooklyn.
Yeah. So yeah, Williamsburg, born and raised. Well, I never did Ancestry and I never will because I'm dying on the cross that I'm 100% Italian. However, my lips tell me that I'm not. They are real. But I'm just going with 100%. What am I going to do?
So your parents both Italian.
Yes. Yeah.
Like,
my mom, my apartment building is my mom's childhood. I grew up in this apartment building. Now it's my own apartment. Basically, my grandfather came from Italy, worked in cemetery, bought a bunch of property in Williamsburg when it was like dirt cheap. So my whole family lives in like a 2 to 3 block radius in Brooklyn, and I grew up here and never left. I have my own apartment, my own privacy, but I'm still very much in the mix of like my family. And I just feel like that really molds my personality more so too.
Yes.
Did I answer your question or is I just completely off? I don't know what
I get it. My grandfather came to Brooklyn. He was 18. He built a commercial landscaping. My family still runs that bit. I don't.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not a landlord.
But they do it, and I do my own. So what do you do? What is your?
I work in marketing. Yeah, so I work in digital marketing. I went to FIT for fashion business management, advertising, marketing, communications. I graduated in 2019. I was interviewing. I was interning for Interview Magazine, so I did a bunch of stuff with them, pop culture. I actually was the first one to interview Dua Lipa for them. And then the magazine folded. I came over to the company I'm at now, which is like an office-based company. I just like kind of do digital marketing, bullshit, fuck around. And now I do TikTok. So
do they like the fact that you're on? Like, is your family and your friends and coworkers, are they getting a kick out of your social?
My family and my friends, definitely. My job, I don't really know if they even fucking know what's going on. I mean, honestly, don't really care. Probably shouldn't say it. I'll say whatever I want. Yeah, I don't know what they think, and I don't really care. So.
And it's fashion, like you're fashionista. When I watch the videos, like
I try to change every video.
But outfits are fun, and the clothes are.
I love fashion. I'm a very big shopper. I shop a little too often. But yeah, I have a huge walk-in closet that's an absolute fucking disaster mess right now. But that's where I'm pulling from.
Is that what you like to spend money on? Like you you go shopping?
Yeah, that's my main expense.
See, I see the Tom Fords, and I see you got the whole thing. You got
they stay on. I have like 5 different pairs. I'm really into like having a color lens lately. I just like to hide my eyes. I don't know why, but no, yeah, that's my main. I actually was just talking to someone because I've never driven a car in my life, so I don't. Yeah, I've never. New York. I don't need to drive. I'm a passenger princess, a backseat Betty. I don't got to worry about nothing. I like to get in the car and go. That's it. Dedicated damsel. I'm not playing. I don't want to drive. Never learned how to drive. So I don't have a car payment, gas, parking. I don't got to pay any of that shit. My mom owns my building. So like I do pay rent, but it's not, Williamsburg, like $1 million rent. I make good money. So everything is funneled into clothes, which is kind of depressing, but also really lovely.
I love it. So what is the goal? Are you looking, like, is TikTok and being a social media person like the goal?
It wasn't. I mean, it kind of fell in my lap, right? So I'm kind of rolling with it, learning as I go. Yesterday, I shot my first campaign for like what I would consider a major brand. I've done like a couple little ones, but this is like a bigger brand that I was like kind of like gagged when they emailed me. So I'm really excited about that. And like, yeah, I'm in a couple conversations, really cool things coming my way. A lot of movie premieres I get because I do a lot of movie reactions. So like next week I'm going to see I Know What You Did Last Summer, which I don't really like scary movies and makes me a little nervous, but I'm going to go anyway because there's an open bar. And yeah, we'll take it from there. It's just like fell in my lap and I'm just rolling with it and I'm loving it. Yeah.
I love it. I'm obsessed with you at the movie premiere. I want to see your movie reaction. I've seen some of them. I want to see what you think of
I
this.
made that's honestly when I first started, that's what was like really people like loved. Because I was talking, I remember it was like what's the movie that came out with Pamela Anderson, Brenda Song,
The last
Showgirl. Yeah, so I talked about that and people loved it. And then Baby Girl, which the last Showgirl was cute, but I just watched Showgirls again for like the third time the other night. Absolutely amazing. Can I just say that?
That pool scene is something.
That pool scene is something else. Splish splash, they were taking a bath. I was dying laughing watching it back. I'm like, this is so fucking ridiculous, but it's so fucking good.
I remember being
a lot of dark turns. I was like, and it was long as hell. I'm like, I feel like I've been sitting here for 3 hours.
Do you know when I was in 6th grade, one of my friend's mothers took us to see that movie?
Oh, Jesus.
And she was not allowed to, like, she had to go to the manager of the movie. Like, and I remember being, this is probably why I'm gay. This is the trauma that I had in my life.
That's right.
No girls at 12.
That pool scene really opened your eyes.
I was like, no, put that away. What is that?
There was a lot of that.
There
was a lot of that. It was a clam shack. Yeah.
Or do your personal life, do you get a lot of hate? Do people say nasty things? How do you deal with the notoriety or no?
No, I think I'm very comfortable in myself and very confident in myself. And I think I make it very clear that I really don't give a fuck what people think, what people say. I've been very fortunate enough that the hate that comes my way in the comments really isn't like major. Or maybe it's like, honestly, shockingly, knock on wood, because now watch, I'll do something today and everyone will be like, we fucking hate you. It's been very like light. It hasn't really been anything crazy. There's only been like 1 or 2 that I've like made a video response to, just to make it clear that I'm not the one to take it laying down unless you're John Hamm, but that's besides the point. It's just, yeah, like I don't really get much hate. I don't know. I like to think, even when I'm being an asshole, it's like I'm being funny. Like I'm not trying to offend anyone, So yeah, but no, fortunately enough, I really no major hate. And I feel like in my personal life too, unless they're talking behind my back, which I really don't give a fuck. So
but you don't put up with bullshit. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. I think I made it very clear that I don't really care. And if I do need to care, we'll get there. But
I'm still stuck on John Hamm. John Hamm?
That's my man. I love John Hamm.
Really?
Have you ever Googled John Hamm's ham?
No.
You got to Google John Hamm's ham.
I have a black husband and I've never dated a white guy.
Oh, well, John Hamm has a ham and I'm obsessed with him. I also just love older men, but that's another.
Is that your thing? I was going to ask you, is it older? Is the older?
I mean, I really only ever dated. Well, no. Well, yeah, but I've never dated like older like that. But
what is dating like? May I ask you, in Brooklyn?
It's non-existent right now. No, that's not true. Oh my God, I'm gonna piss so many people off. I was in a 7-year relationship on and off for 7 years, and that ended in 2023, I think it was. And since then I've dated around, but nothing striking. Nothing's So,
is it hard to date after? I get it.
It's hard to date. It's not. I think it's me. I just don't care. I don't want anyone in my house. I don't want anyone near me like that much. I'm like, yes, come over. We could sleep over. We could do whatever we got to do. You got to get the fuck out before I open my. Like, I don't want anyone here that long. I don't. I like my own space. I'm set in my own ways. Maybe one day if someone is like, I'm like, okay, fine. Like, yeah, this will work. But otherwise, I'm like, yeah, like I don't really want to spend that much time with anybody.
Well, I want to meet your whole family. Will they ever come on your TikTok? Will you ever invite?
So I've had a couple videos with my aunt because she's very similar to me, very like outgoing and not shy. My mom is the shyest lady you'll ever meet in your entire life. Mm-hmm. She says every time that if I put her on, she's going to sue me. And my brother and sister, I'm sure if I really pushed, they would. I'm the middle child. I have a younger sister, older brother. My older brother's also gay. I think my dad's been on it once. Yeah, my family, Well, actually, we might be seeing a lot of them because starting today, I start working with my family for 10 days. We do the Italian festival in Williamsburg, the Our Lady Mount Carmel Feast. That starts today. And I have been working with my cousin Mario for Now it started as a summer job when I was younger, so now it's 13 years. I will be frying seafood, and it's like a fried seafood clam oyster bar that I do for 10 days in the summer with my family every year. So that starts today and ends July 20th. It's like a huge Italian tradition here in Williamsburg. Ton of games, it's like kind of like St. Gennaro, but
Yes.
in Williamsburg. And they do like the lifting of the Giglio, which I don't think they do for St. Gennaro at all. So that's very unique to us. We do it on the Sundays. Yeah, so that starts, and I'm probably gonna have a shit ton of family contact because it's just gonna be 10 days of me spending time with my family, which usually would drive me to a bottle of Xanax, but I think it should be quite fun this week. So we'll see.
I'm obsessed with this. I got married, I moved to Detroit, and Detroit does not have
Rolled in the D.
Rolling.
I had some friends in Detroit.
The gays are out in Detroit, and the people.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
If you come to Detroit to see your friends, drag show night out.
Honestly, was gonna. Yeah, well, they might move here now. They were just here for Pride, but I didn't realize. Yeah, there's like a big gay scene there.
Ferndale and Royal Oak is where all the gays are outside the suburbs of Detroit, but I learned Detroit culture. But learning Italian East Coast tri-state area culture is such a different world for people. Like weddings here, like. We looked at venues in Detroit. No one does a wedding like New York and the areas of New York and New Jersey, and no one does a wedding like an Italian wedding. The culture is different.
Yeah, if there's not a Venetian hour, I don't want to come.
See,
need a cocktail hour and I need a Venetian hour. They need to be bookends, like because I'm hungry when I get there, and then I'm hungry later on when I'm wasted walking out. So I need a little something on both ends.
And did you grow up, like, what is your family, like, what do you do for Christmas?
Oh, yeah. 7 Fishes, Christmas Eve.
You do it.
Day, huge thing. Yeah. We're very in the mix. Yeah. Everything's a big deal. Everything's a big to do. I mean, even now, like when I have friends over and I'm cooking, and they're like, this is a lot of food. I'm like, and it's so stereotypical, but it's honestly really true. Like I'm making, even if there's 3 of us, I'm making 2-3 pounds macaroni if I'm making that. Like I'm making a lot of food. I overly host. And as you can see on my TikTok, like a lot of the videos, if I'm going somewhere, I always bring a host gift. I always bring a bottle of wine for them, a bottle of something to drink. I walk in prepared to every situation. I have had people that are, I don't know where they're from, not from New York, not Italian, whatever the case is. And it also, I feel like it's not even just an Italian thing. It might be like a upbringing thing, not to offend anybody, but that is what it is. They'll come with like either nothing or like something. Like I've had people come with like a half bottle of wine, which honestly fine. At least you bring something. But it's just like my mother would backhand me into next fucking week. Like that's crazy. I don't know. But yeah, you're right. The culture is very jarring and shocking depending on where you are. For sure.
Which is, I think, what people love about your page because
even things I say, like some things I've heard my whole life, like when I'll say cucciolina, people like die. It's the deal. People die, and it's just like I'm just saying, dick and pussy in a different way.
Well, but my grandmother, Vincenza, that we grew up with, bichadil was like the word, like that was like your little biche and don't touch your biche and don't that, like that's just Italian. But if people don't grow up that way,
it's so funny to them. They think it's so.
I think that maybe we're the nuts. Maybe something's wrong.
That's what I'm saying. We're out of our fucking mind. But if I'm sitting in a room with my family, I'm the most normal one. So just imagine what I'm going through every day. Do
you have family beef? Do you have like family members that don't get along?
Do I have family beef? We're Italian. Of course we have family beef, chicken, fish. We got it all. It is always some shit. There's always someone beefing. I'm beefing, right? I just got a text this morning. I woke up to a paragraph and a half that I'm not answering. I don't give a fuck about, but it's always some shit. It could be like the littlest thing that this is what I keep saying, which I probably should stop. I'm like, you all are so fucking bored and have nothing to do that we are just going to find something to fight about constantly. That's what it gives. But it's also, fun. It's not like it's we're family. Like it always ends with, well, you're family, and then everyone's happy go lucky. But it is very, it's like a game. It's very much a game.
Everybody, if you want more of this, you need to go to TikTok. You need to go to Instagram. You need to follow. What is the name?
Okay, so that's actually a great question because people think it's like my last name is Favola with an F, so it's Louie Favola. The T is when I was in high school, I was drinking with a bunch of friends on the Upper East Side, partying all the time. And whenever I would get too drunk, back then, remember like when everyone would be like, "Oh, you're turned."
Yes.
Turned. So then I was changing my Instagram handle at that time because I don't remember what it was. Some really stupid shit before. I think it was like I don't even remember, but it was like not this. And then my friends kept being like, "Oh, Louitiet, Louitiet, Louitiet," instead of like Louie's turned. Whenever I would drink too much, and I was like, "I'm just gonna make that," and it just stuck. So I just started using it for everything. So there's really not. I mean, that's the story, but it's not really like any. So I guess it's me saying I'm constantly drinking. Maybe that wasn't coffee. Maybe that was Bailey's. Who knows?
We don't know. It looked like a Long Island iced tea to me. I was
Oh,
like,
I fucking wish. What time is it? 12 o'clock. It's the summer.
It's 12:22. You could have one. Have a drink.
Have a drink or yeah.
Are you out in the club? Are you in the social scene? Do you go to the club?
Oh, yes.
You do.
A lot of my friends, like I said, I mean, I think growing up gay in New York City, I was 25 when I was 15. So I grew up going out. A lot of my friends work in nightlife. And I'm very much tapped into that. I haven't been going out as much as I used to because the liquor hits different these days. I wake up and I want to. But I definitely do partake in the club scene. Yes, I definitely do.
See, you're young. I'm old. I'm an old married person. I'm 42 years old.
Oh, you look great. Good for you.
But thank you. But I'm old. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to be old. I can't wait to be old. I can't wait to be that old ass bitch sitting on my fucking stoop with a Long Island iced tea in a robe at maybe even 11 o'clock in the morning and just yelling at people or talking to people that walk past like the psycho on the block. That's what I see in my future, and I can't fucking wait.
See, you could have been out in the club last night. I was home in bed watching A&E's Behind the Cat House documentary of the HBO prostitute show that used to be on before your time. At home, drinking a little coffee. I'm elderly. I don't.
Yeah, that sounds like such a dream. That sounds so lovely.
No,
and it's so much better for you. That's why you're aging so well.
No, what are you doing that's not making you age? Drinking? That's what people
drinking.
Up late.
Yes. I don't know what else, honestly. I think I'll age pretty well, hopefully. My dad still has his hair, so.
You are? Oh, that's a whole other. Italian hair is good hair.
It is good hair. Yes, it is. But I always have a hat on, so for the longest time, people think I'm bald, but it's really because my hair is so curly, frizzy. I'm not touching it. And I hate putting hairspray on. I hate it on my face, so.
So what is the next chapter of you? You're going to keep doing what you're doing. You're getting premieres. You're getting free shit. You're getting
brand shit. Yeah, brand deals. Yeah. So I'm just taking it day by day. You know, I'm in a couple conversations to kind of like evolve it into something else eventually if I decide to do that. You know, we'll see. I mean, reality TV.
You are made.
I would absolutely. I'm both. I think I'd be great, but I also would be very scared to be on reality TV because I'm like I said, my mouth is very fast, and I don't know what will come out of it sometimes, and that makes me a little nervous.
Would you like Big Brother?
And I'm very short circuited, so it's gonna take one situation, and I'm just gonna lose it. And
that's what they want, though, don't they?
I know, but it's like I want to live my little peace, calm, tranquil life, and not have a video of me cursing some fucking loser out online for the rest of my life.
Oh, I'm here for. I mean, I'm being selfish. I'm here for Louie. If I was managing you, I would say, "Come on, we need that table flip moment. We need it. This is so good." All right, so we're gonna follow you because we're gonna see a lot more of you.
Yes.
Film reviews. I want to see you frying seafood out in Brooklyn with your family. I want to see you out at the club. I want to see your personal life evolve. I still have.
We got Greece trip coming up. I'm going to Greece, so that's going to be a whole other thing.
Who are you going with?
I'm going with two friends that are a couple, so I'm literally a third wheel. But I'm loving that because that means I could find a fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth wheel while I'm there, and that's fine by me. They could go off and do their thing.
Couple or a straight couple?
Gay couple. Yeah, gay couple. Yep.
That's gonna be messy.
It's gonna I think it's fine. I think I assert my dominance and take charge. It's like they think it's 2 against 1, but it's 2 against Louie. It's a different story. So we'll see what happens there.
Do you make these sayings up in the top of your head?
Like I said, it just comes out. Sometimes I say it and I'm like, you shouldn't have fucking said that. But yeah, my mouth moves faster than my mind. But sometimes it benefits me.
Louie, you would be my friend. Like in real life. Like
now we're connected.
Now you're stuck with me because I need if I have a problem, I'm gonna send you a voice memo and be like, listen, this fucking bitch.
You know what? So someone did that to me yesterday. This guy who I met maybe 2 or 3 times was like, I know we haven't spoken, but this girl's pissing me the fuck off. What do I say? And I'm like, oh, maybe I'll start doing cameos. And if you want me to curse someone out, send me the money and I'll send them a cameo cursing them out. That's actually a really good idea.
I think I think people would love a cameo with you, Louie.
Cursing someone. No, it's for the person you hate. So
right.
You let me know this bitch did so and such. And then I'll just be like, hello, this is from, and I'll just
ring like, the new asshole.
Exactly.
That's what this is a business plan.
That's my shtick. There we go. That's my next step. My next step is personalized videos cursing out your enemy.
I'm in for that. I have some people. I got a list. Hold on. Let me start.
Oh, I love my notebook. I love it.
See,
sometimes I'll just write things just to write things. I'll be like, I want to look like I'm doing something, you know? You know how many times it's just me signing a page over and over again with my signature? I'm just like, I'll be on work calls. They'll be like, what are you writing? I'm like, I just had to take a note. And it's like, I want to die.
I write my budget, but then I throw it out because I who's paying attention?
Budgets don't exist. It's fine. It's 2025. The climate is fucked. Everything's fucked. We're going to die anyway. Spend your money. Who needs to
live your life?
Live your life.
And follow Louie. Follow Louie, everybody, on TikTok.
Live, laugh, Louie.
Well, I hope you come back, and I hope
I would love to. Yeah, for sure. Especially as things grow, I would love to come back for sure.
Please come back. I really my favorite thing to do is when somebody catches your attention on social media and you follow them, and then they feel like you're somebody you know. And when you said before that, coming on this podcast, like I said, like Tony Talks, I love gay influence. I love people that create culture and create Italians, gays, East Coast, New York. Like the world gets to experience and see it. And Louie, in all seriousness, what you're doing is something that lets people see how people live. And maybe there's someone in Arkansas, Alabama, Kentucky, Uganda, I don't know. And they get to see you and they get to laugh with you. And then you are erasing some of the stigma and some of the fear that goes around in this world. And even through joy and humor, what you do really matters. So I really
appreciate that. And yeah, I think, I get a lot of comments, people like, I had to leave New York City years ago. I grew up in New York City. I'm not in New York. And they love it. It makes them feel like reminded of when they were here, which I love stuff like that. Yeah, I get a lot of really touching, sweet comments, which I honestly is what drives me because I think it's so unreal, but also just so motivating.
Yeah, I love it. We're here for it. We're fans. My mom's going to freak out. Rose.
I love it.
Rose, Louie's here.
Rose, call me Rose. Does she got a pool? I'm coming over, Speedo and all.
Oh, she'll love it. She was a hairdresser.
My mom's a hairdresser.
My mom's a hairdresser.
My mom and my aunt had a beauty parlor. My first tattoo was hair cutting scissor. Because I knew if I got it for her, I think I was like 16, I got it with a fake ID. And I was like, all right, if I go back with this tattoo, she's going to beat my ass. But if I'm like, it was for you,
then she won't.
She will still beat my ass, but it'll be nice, Yeah,
I grew up in the hair salon, so I always
I grew up in a hair salon.
I'm gay because
yes, exactly. I grew up in a hair salon getting highlights at like 3-4 years old. Me and my brother used to have what is it? They put the cap on you, they pull the hair out. What is it?
Well, the tips, like the
frosted tips. We had frosted tips. That bleach really got to the brain, and now what happened? Now we all got a little sugar in the tank.
I'm the age of the stencil. Like I used to have the Batman bat stenciled in my face.
Do you find that when you smell, like I smell things sometimes that remind me of being in the beauty parlor when I was younger, and it's probably horrible for your brain. It's probably like sniffing poppers, but it just really brings me back. Like I could smell. They used to have like that thing with the blue liquid in it. Yes, and I smell that all the time. I don't know.
They don't do that anymore.
They don't do that anymore. I don't even know what the fuck that was.
I asked because they spray it, because I'm like, do you clean this
it
stuff?
Was probably like a decent, like a sanitizer, right?
I also smelled. Do you remember the powder out of the green? It was like a green tin can, and they powder you so you didn't have like
on your neck. Yeah. My mom still cuts my hair, mind you. I've never paid for a haircut in my life, and my mom still does that.
See, that smell makes me think of growing up.
Yeah, all of it. My basement used to be a beauty parlor too. We had like 2 or 3. Yeah.
See, now I really get you. Now I get you. I grew up that
2
same.
Italian gays raised by beauticians.
Here we are.
It's literally the plot. It's the plot for a great movie coming soon.
It's a plot or a reality show.
A reality show. That's true.
When you get that reality show, I'm going to sneak on. I'm going to have a lunch cameo.
Yes, exactly.
Done. Well, we're here. My show is your show. I look forward to following the journey, and everybody's gonna follow you. Send a comment, say you listen to us here, send some love over there, and show it. If you're in a little Italian somewhere, or you want to make somebody laugh, make sure you share the video, show it to somebody that will get a kick out of it, and make sure that they subscribe too, because you're gonna make someone's day when you hear the crazy shit that you say on your page.
Thank you so much, Rob. Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure. It's an honor. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Thank you.